Today in the Soap Thing project, I am going to do a shave with a Cooper & French shaving soap. This one is called Fresh Start. This scent, I think, is a great representation of the transition from winter to spring. You'll notice even the full-size label seriously looks like a bunch of flowers trying to poke their way out of a light dusting of snow, which I think is an interesting juxtaposition to perfectly represent that transition. That's going to be the sort of theme of this particular scent. We'll talk about exactly what it smells like during the shave. I cannot for the life of me remember what these samples cost from Cooper & French, so I will go ahead and put the price at the bottom of the screen for you. In any case, we have quite a good tallow soap base, in my personal opinion. Cooper & French is another one of those artisans that seems to go unnoticed. It's not as loud as some of the other more prominent artisans, and so you don't tend to see it in Shave of the Day photos very often, or even on YouTube videos like this channel, so we're going to cover this one today. I don't have an aftershave that smells remotely close to this scent, but I do have a bunch of designer aftershaves that I got on clearance. One of those is Vince Camuto Homme, which is a bit more of a freshie. I think this would do better later in the spring or even into early summer. The other one is Calvin Klein Defy, and this one is more along the lines of a Bleu de Chanel or a Dior Sauvage type of scent. It doesn't smell exactly like those, but it's Calvin Klein's attempt at that kind of fragrance. So I think I'm going to use this for the aftershave. I'll just go ahead and use Calvin Klein Defy. Now the razor, there's an interesting story behind this. This is the 6th Rockwell 6S that I've owned, at least. It might even be the 7th. Because every single time I buy the Rockwell 6S, somebody comes along locally that thinks they have to learn how to wet shave, and they offer to buy it from me at a price that I can't refuse. It's usually fairly close to what I paid for it. So this time I just picked up the razor as loose parts. I didn't want all the other plates, and so I just picked up the 2 and 4 plate, and it shipped with the the top cap and the handle. So all I have is this one single plate. I will usually use the number 4 plate for my face and number 2 on my head when I shave my head. And this has a first use Iridium Super by Wizamet. That's the blade I have in it for today. And the brush is going to be from Shavemac. This is my 22mm finest badger, and the handle is called Blue Pearl. I don't think it matters what the handle is called anymore, because at this point it does appear that Shavemac has stopped offering custom handles, at least in terms of custom colors, which is really unfortunate because Shavemac was wonderful at that sort of thing. In any case, there it is. Alright, let's do a shave. Alright, everybody. 24 hours growth on the face today. I was going to do this shave tomorrow with a day and a half of growth, but this time I decided to do it at night before I go to bed so I can sleep in, because I've been busy lately. At the time this is being filmed, it's annual performance report season, and so everybody's pulling extra hours at work trying to get that stuff done by the deadline. Let's smell this stuff. Cooper & French Fresh Start. Lathered into the Hendrix Classics & Company stainless steel bowl. Scent strength for this one, I'm going to say is a 2 out of 5. Fairly low, but I think that works for this fragrance, though. I think you wouldn't want this one to be too strong of a scent. It's actually really easy to lather. Cooper and French shaving soaps are very, very easy to make a lather. So if you can't work that wrist, if you are somebody who has been spending way too much time using your dominant hand for other recreational things, then you're in luck because Cooper and French has you covered. Okay, let's put it on the face. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Now, Rockwell 6S with a first use Wizamet Iridium Super in it. This is on plate number 4. If I were smart, with 24 hours growth, I'd probably flip it over to plate number 2. But I just want to see what happens. Here we go. So far, it's a nice shave. It's a little more blade chattery than I remember. Is this thing on all the way? Yeah, it's fine. For some reason, I don't seem to remember that much blade chatter. This is definitely an autopilot kind of razor. I could shave with this thing and not pay a bit of attention. It'd probably be fine. Let's talk about the scent of this. So, once again, we have a shaving soap by an artisan that thinks they have to tell you a story. So I have to shift through the required reading to get you the actual notes. Let me see here. It says geranium, and then it looks like we have cedar, amyris, vetiver, lavender, and I think that's it. So, what this smells like to me is a bit of a aromatic floral vetiver sort of thing. I think this scent is knocking on the door of a fougere. So if you are into fougères, and you'll probably like this. I don't think it quite reaches that scent character. It does have lavender and geranium in it, which are the two fundamental characteristic scent notes of a fougere. They almost always have lavender and geranium. Got to keep waking up the iPhone cheat sheet. So there's some cedar in here. I get a little bit of woodiness, but it's not remarkably close to a dominant note. This is mostly a lavender, geranium, and vetiver type scent. It's a bright scent, but not too bright. I think the herbaceousness and kind of aromatic qualities of the lavender and the geranium, I think that's really sort of restraining the scent and keeping it from getting too bright. And then, of course, you have that sort of woody grassiness type of smell that is characteristic of the vetiver. It makes a reference to, you know, trying to be that kind of scent that's really going to wake you up in the morning. And I can see that. I think this is a scent that if I had to fly out of bed in a hurry and do a shave, I'd probably want to use this because it's really invigorating and refreshing is how this strikes me. Let me see if I can get rid of some hair right down there. I don't want to shave too much there because that's asking for trouble. All right. All right, Calvin Klein Defy for the aftershave. This is a 5-ouncer, and I think I only paid like $15 for this. It was on clearance on Fragrance Net, so definitely check out Fragrance Net if you're looking for some bargain designer aftershaves. Oh, wonderful scent combo. Love it. Yeah, this is very blue fragrance like. It's great stuff. Okay. My final thoughts on Cooper and French Fresh Start. Could I recommend this for a purchase? Yeah, I think this one, while it's not adding anything new to the shaving equation, it's a fairly simple, non-dupe. It's an original scent. Oh, look, I got a nick right there. First shave with the Rockwell 6S, and I knew I was going to get a nick there. See, I told you. Anyway. This, I think, if you are looking for something fairly basic that's refreshing and it's really going to wake you up in the morning. There's another one right there. Wow. Okay, well, hey, it's the first shave with that razor in a while. What are you going to do? Anyway, enough being distracted by that stuff. So I think this is a scent that would be really good if you're just looking for something fairly basic and refreshing to kind of give you that morning boost. Especially if you were to chase it with something menthol heavy, like, I don't know, maybe some fine snake bite. That would definitely complement this scent quite well. Yeah, it's good to go. Okay, questions, comments, put them in the comment section of the video. Otherwise, until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.